Hi, this is Kendall Boyson, professional life and recovery coach, and you're listening to Encouragementology, the practice of instilling hope. Hi there. Thanks for joining me. On this show, we are seeking mind and body harmony as we shift our perspective on exercise from vanity to vitality. We've got it all twisted when it comes to exercise because we've been bombarded with images of ripped bodies and weight loss miracles, making us think that that's the ultimate goal. But here's the truth. Exercise is about feeling good, living longer, and staying vibrant, not just looking good. If you're part of the norm, then you've wasted an inconceivable amount of time pining over the ideal body image that is simply unachievable. Not even for the person in the touched-up picture. Why do we wait until our 40s, 50s, or 60s to start taking our health seriously? Probably because that's when we start feeling the effects of not taking it seriously before. Let's shift our focus to health and vitality and watch how it transforms our lives from the inside out. I will raise my hand first and admit that my thinking on health and wellness is freakishly flawed. I view myself as curious, an independent thinker, and decently smart. So how can I be so off here? Until I dive in to uncover the real reason, all I can point to is conditioning. Generational body image issues have deceived me into thinking that nothing tastes better than thin feels, and unless you have ripped abs, you're not done yet. Ugh. Can you imagine the negative body-shaming loop we let play on repeat in our heads? How do we stop it? Achieve our unrealistic goals or cave to our desires? Nope, that's our black and white thinking taking over and giving us two impossible choices. Time out. Want to uncover a better way of thinking? Me too. Stay with me as we walk through some unfamiliar but important concepts. At now.org, I found some alarming statistics on body image. One study reports that at age 13, 53% of American girls are unhappy with their bodies. This grows to 78% by the time girls reach 17. 50% of teens are self-conscious about their bodies. 26.2% report being dissatisfied. By age 60, 28.7% of women feel dissatisfied, and 32.6% feel self-conscious about their bodies. 45.5% of teens report considering cosmetic surgery. 43.7% of women over 60 report considering cosmetic surgery. When asked, "Are you happy with your body?" a little over 43% of teens answered yes, and over 37% of women in their 60s answered yes. 40 to 60% of elementary school girls are concerned about their weight or becoming too fat. A majority of girls, 59%, reported dissatisfaction with their body shape, and 66% expressed the desire to lose weight. 46% of 9 to 11-year-olds are sometimes or very often on diets, and 82% of their families are sometimes or very often on diets. Studies at Stanford University and the University of Massachusetts found that 70% of college women say they feel worse about their own looks after reading women's magazines. I'm starting with body image distortion because that seems to be what leads to unrealistic exercise and diet goals. Putting all the focus on how you look versus how you feel. And even more distorted, the idea that you will feel good when you look good. The media contributes to body image distortion in several ways. Unrealistic standards. The constant portrayal of photoshopped, highly edited images of models and celebrities sets unattainable beauty standards. Selective representation, the frequent focus on a narrow range of body types, often promoting thinness or masculinity, excludes the diverse range of natural body shapes and sizes. Emphasis on appearance. The media often prioritizes physical appearance over health, success, and character, leading people to equate self-worth with looks. Comparisons. Social media platforms encourage constant comparisons, as people tend to post idealized versions of their lives and appearances. Diet culture. The promotion of quick fix diets and miracle weight loss products reinforces the idea that thinness equals happiness and success. These factors collectively create a distorted perception of what healthy and normal bodies look like, impacting self-esteem and body image. Kelly Wallace from CNN shares the dangers of the ripple effect of girls when moms struggle with body image. When Kristen Hensley, a mom of two, complained to her friend Jen Smedley, also a mom of two, about having to put on a bathing suit with summer approaching, Smedley's wheels started turning. The two women, both with extensive experience working in comedy, are hosts of the hit I Mom So Hard digital video series, which tackles all things parenting in a hilarious way. As Hensley spoke about the dread of yet another bathing suit season, Smedley thought they should focus one of their weekly videos on the exact feeling, something every mom can relate to. But to really do it right, they both knew they had to wear bathing suits in the video. So they did, making sure to mention how some modern suits with their curious cutouts and low necklines are not exactly made for mothers trying to keep tabs on toddlers at the beach, or women carrying the baby weight that they can't quite shed. So here it is. Let's take a listen.
This is what dudes get to wear to the beach. I mean, this is more than I wore to the prom.
These are like knickers. I would golf in this. Wow, you're wearing a practical outfit for what you have to do today.
Let me see how easily I can access a cooler.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Pretty good.
Look
Pretty
at that.
easy.
Let's see how easy we can like reach up to put something on top of something.
You can move around. No nipples are coming out.
You can bend down.
Yeah.
And it's not super indecent. You can
Everything stays inside.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever died from a swimsuit. I do feel like there were a few episodes of Baywatch where maybe some cast members had a rough go of it just because they were like almost cut through the middle.
Yeah, because it doesn't even have a crotch. It's just like a triangle.
It's like just a little, it's like a ribbon that goes through there. I don't understand. What's that covering?
Would hurt your vagina. I do not feel confident in a swimming suit at all. But I'm not going to let that get in the way of me building a moat.
But do you feel like that the whole time you've got it on? Or
not after I have a couple cocktails. Still 12 pounds heavier than I was when I had my daughter and she's 4. Can't even call it baby weight anymore. Just call it weight.
Nobody's got it worse at the beach than a dude with a real hairy back, because there's always going to be that guy at the beach that everybody's looking at and not you. So ladies,
I've never thought of that in my whole life, and it actually makes me feel so much better.
Nothing's going to make you feel worse about your body than the swimsuits that they make.
And you know what? There are just suits you should stay away from. Just go buy a suit that's reasonable. Or this. What's up? What's with these cutouts? Isn't the whole idea to keep everything in? So, like, it looks like you're, like, pressing something against a tennis racket.
I hate everything about this.
Hey, everybody, what's up? I'm just here for a teacher's conference.
Hey, nice.
How's things going? My kid's acting out. I can't imagine why.
And the truth about swimsuits is, I don't care until 10 minutes before I have to put it on. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, should have done crunches or something. This was like, I wonder if there's a way to make your butt feel too big, to really accentuate your love handles and make your bust feel inadequate. Oh yeah, here's one swimsuit.
Yeah, no, here's 2. Nailed it.
It
looks like somebody's frowning.
I want something that makes my ass look like it's a double decker.
It's like I'm a Baywatch
It's
beauty.
like that swimsuit was designed by
Spider-Man?
whoever made those.
Whoever made these
sandals. This gives me 4 complete butt cheeks. I lost my sunglasses.
Here, Jen, let me put some
Anybody seen them?
sunscreen
I
on you.
lost
What are these? Is this supposed to be where you hang it up? I could tell by the hanger it was bad. It had schematics to put it on. I put my legs through these holes 3 times, hurt my vagina.
I don't even know who would wear this, Kristen.
These look like what you wear after you have a baby and they're trying to like keep everything in.
They're just like trying to get you to buy the new swimsuit, like the better swimsuit that's gonna, like, I'm gonna look like I love cheese no matter what, because I love cheese, you guys. What am I hiding everything back there? Do I look super skinny because everything's hidden? Here, do not play volleyball in this, Kristen.
I'm starting to feel right about it. Then I'm going to put sunscreen and a patella brace because you don't know when your knee gives out. This is for a bad knee when I'm on the beach. If anybody asks me to play volleyball, I strap up.
You're just ready.
I'm ready. And you want to know what's really sexy? Joy. That's what I think. Get out of the water. You don't have an adult with you. You can't discipline in this. You're wearing your underpants underneath this.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to buy this.
With those like baking buns that are in the thing, crescent rolls, and you're like trying to shove them back in the can. This is an unreasonable bathing suit.
Nobody thinks that they look perfect ever. Let's just all go to the beach and be the same.
And have a good time.
Yeah. Well, this is real life.
This is how I go to the beach. My kids think I'm awesome because I'm awesome on a beach. I want my daughter to love her life and to love herself. And she's not going to do it because I tell her to do it. She's going to do it because I teach her to do it. I would love a revenge body, but I'll take a f***ing attitude.
That video now has over 17 million views and counting. I know some of us can totally relate. As women, we're hard on ourselves, and I think this just gave women permission to laugh at it and hopefully get past their own insecurities and just be with their children, said Hensley, whose kids are 4 and 6. Get outside, get dirty, get off your towel, get out of your house, have fun, and be playful. Because I honestly believe as I get older, it's truly about how you feel and not how you look. Scary Mommy, another humorous and popular digital destination for parents, conveyed the same message. Your kids won't remember your muffin top, your spider veins, or your saggy butt, declares the video, with scenes from decades ago of mothers playing with their kids at the beach. They'll remember you. We were trying to think of something that was sort of universal in its appeal and would speak to all moms, and I think that's such a common experience over the summer, where you sort of just are sitting at the edge and are like, oh, I don't want to go in. I don't want to do this. Definitely don't look at me, said Jill Smokler, founder of Scary Mommy and a mom of 3 with a 13-year-old daughter and 9 and 11-year-old sons. Both videos tackle the same theme. Don't obsess about your body when you're in a swimsuit. Discard the insecurities and just be with your child. The videos send another message along the way. How we feel about our bodies has a direct impact on our children, namely our daughters. Consider this. 5 to 8-year-olds who think their moms are unhappy with their bodies are more likely to feel dissatisfied with their own, according to a report by Common Sense Media, which was a compilation of all the existing research on how kids and teens feel about their bodies. Mothers play a huge role when it comes to affecting their daughter's body image, a much larger role than most moms realize, said Laura Schote, a professor of counselor education at Louisiana State University and the author of Swimming Upstream, Parenting Girls for Resilience in a Toxic Culture. Any time that we're criticizing ourselves, acting negatively or saying negative things about ourselves, or engaging in dieting behaviors or other kinds of unhealthy eating behaviors, our daughters are watching this, and then they internalize that message and feel badly about their own bodies in return, said Schote, whose experience includes more than 15 years as a licensed professional counselor. So one of the best predictors of whether a girl will have a negative body image is if her own mother has a negative body image. Even if we as mothers constantly praise our daughters, telling them that they're beautiful and that they shouldn't worry about what other people think, if we talk negatively about ourselves, that is the message that they're going to receive. Schote said, if you in turn are talking negatively about yourself and she sees you engaging in dieting behaviors and acting critical about yourself constantly, then she, no matter what you say to her, is going to feel badly about herself. Schote is also the author of Adolescent Girls in Distress, A Guide to Mental Health Treatment and Prevention. Smedley, the co-founder and co-host of I Mom So Hard, recalls when she started having negative body image thoughts. I almost remember when I started saying bad things about myself in college, that message in my head or being harder on myself than I needed to be. And I've just made that conscious effort to not say those things in front of my kids. Smedley has a 4-year-old son and a daughter who's about to turn 2. I want them both to have realistic standards about health and beauty and body image and love themselves how they are. She said, I remember my mom, who was adorable, saying bad things about herself like, oh, I need to wear this skirt swimsuit to cover my thighs. And it's just what she was taught, and I want it to end with me. Hensley remembers a moment in which she said something negative about how she looked in front of her daughter. I was like, I just look so fat in this. Something like that. And my daughter looked at me as though I hurt her feelings by saying something bad about myself. I realized in that moment that what I say about myself is how she's going to feel about herself, or she's going to learn how to form those thoughts, and I want to avoid that as long as I can. So instead of talking in a negative way about her looks, she turns to the positive, such as saying that she feels so strong, or she's happy her legs are thick so she can pick up the gardening soil. Just sort of shifting it from how do I look? What am I wearing? Am I filling the quota of attractive? All that crap. I like to pivot away from it altogether and just try to have a different conversation because you can easily get sucked in, and I don't want to do that in front of my daughter or my son because I don't want my son to think that we equate a girl's worth to the way she looks. Scary Mommy's Smokler said that if you're always putting yourself down for how you look, that's what the kids are going to have in their heads for the rest of their lives. It's so hard not to do that, but I think it's important, said Smokler. She's also the author of the bestsellers Confessions of a Scary Mommy and Motherhood Comes Naturally and Other Vicious Lies. You're setting up their self-confidence and self-worth for the rest of their lives at this stage. I think it's not only for ourselves, but for them, so important to just be more accepting of all of us. So how can we give our daughters a healthy body image? First, avoid talking excessively about your weight or appearance, said Schote, the professor and author who details a number of strategies for promoting positive body image in a post titled Moms, What Will Your Body Image Legacy Be? For Psychology Today. If we frequently talk about our weight and appearance, then our daughters will start thinking the most important part of a woman's worth is her physical appearance, her weight, and shape. We don't want her to believe that. We want her to be able to emphasize all of her many strengths, which includes her physical appearance, but it certainly includes a lot more in terms of her intellectual development, her spiritual development, and her relationships. Girls are already going to get the message in the media that their worth is connected to their looks, so parents should be intentional about counteracting it. Girls are so bombarded with it through the media that if parents don't take a stand and say, I'm going to actively fight these negative messages, then it's hard to override them. Schote also said it's not just what you say as a mom around your daughter, but what you do, including engaging in unhealthy dieting and exercise behaviors. Moms who diet are more likely to have girls who start dieting early and are then at risk for negative body image. Schote also wrote a book titled Eating Disorders and Obesity, A Counselor's Guide to Prevention and Treatment. Dieting behaviors in girls is also a leading risk factor for the development of eating disorders, said Schote. Schote recommends not talking about dieting or the need to diet, and don't have a scale in your home either. The Common Sense Media Report found that more than half of girls and 1/3 of boys as young as 6 to 8 think their ideal weight is thinner than their current size. By age 7, 1 in 4 kids has engaged in some kind of dieting behavior. When our daughters are younger, we can protect them as much as possible from negative media influences. That means if you subscribe to women's fashion or fitness magazines, don't necessarily leave them around so your daughter can skim through them. And if you're watching something on TV or on the internet, help your daughter develop media literacy skills and ask questions like why women are portrayed the way they are. Being honest also goes a long way, says Jenna Bush Hager, a Today Show correspondent, who recently wrote a letter to her girls about body image that got a lot of traction online. In it, she spoke about how unsure of herself she was when she was younger. You will see images on TV and in movies and magazines to which you inevitably will compare yourself. And you will feel that you come up short. I know that I did. It's very helpful for our children to know that we can relate to how they feel, that we've had similar struggles and we've learned so much from them, said Choate. We've been through these experiences and we've come out the other side realizing we are so much more than our bodies, and if somebody doesn't appreciate us for all aspects of us, then maybe they're not somebody that we need to have in our lives. Being honest and open certainly resonates with other mothers. I just think it's so universal. We're so hard on ourselves, said Smokler of Scary Mommy. We compare ourselves to everybody and we want to look a certain way. We want to be perceived a certain way. And we just spend so much time in our own heads obsessing about all that stuff. I don't know any woman who is 100% confident in her body and herself and just puts on a bathing suit without thinking twice about it. Talking about body images and laughing about those insecurities, getting into a bathing suit definitely helps, said Hensley and Smedley. In response to their swimsuit video on their Facebook page, several women of all shapes and sizes posted pictures of themselves in their swimsuits. They're like, I didn't want to go out today, but I'm going out today and I'm wearing this. There were 50 to 60 comments per picture, she said, all positive. It doesn't always happen like that, but in this case, it did, because I think women are awesome, and we're proving at the end of the day, we all just want to have a good time and sort of like ourselves, so let's help in that cause. I don't know about you, but that makes perfect sense. I am definitely guilty of passing along this way of thinking by not understanding where my own insecurities came from. I didn't realize that talking negatively about myself was instilling negative thinking in my own children. I can't undo that now, but I can change my mindset, the way I talk about myself, and the messages I communicate to my loved ones. I know you can too. Changing our mindset to embrace health and wellness for vitality instead of vanity involves adopting a more holistic and positive approach to self-care. So here are some effective ways to make this shift that I, for one, am going to embrace. Number 1, set meaningful goals. This means focus on health benefits. Set goals that prioritize overall health, like improving cardiovascular health, increasing energy levels, or enhancing flexibility. Celebrate non-scale victories. Recognize achievements like improved mood, better sleep, increased stamina, rather than just weight loss or muscle gain. Number 2, practice mindfulness. Be present. Engage in physical activities that promote mindfulness, like yoga, tai chi. This will help you connect mind and body. Also, mindful eating. Pay attention to what and how you eat, savoring the flavors and recognizing the nourishment your food provides. Number 3, cultivate positive self-talk. Affirmations. Use positive affirmations to reinforce a healthy self-image and focus on your strengths. Challenge negative thoughts. When negative thoughts about your body arise, challenge them with facts and positive statements. This is so important. Don't let that negative loop go unchecked. Number 4, enjoy the process. Find fun activities. Choose physical activities you enjoy, whether it's dancing, hiking, swimming, or playing a sport. Add some variety. Mix up your routine to keep things interesting and to prevent burnout. I love the way they said it on Blue Zone. Move naturally. If you're thinking of cardio as a negative thing, like you're imagining somebody on the treadmill or on the elliptical going crazy and sweating to death, that may not be moving naturally. Get outside, go for a walk, connect as you walk, invite a friend and catch up. Number 5, surround yourself with support. Community. Join a supportive community or group that shares your health and wellness goals, like a walking club. Professional guidance. Consider working with a coach or therapist who can help you set realistic goals and maintain a positive mindset. Number 6, educate yourself. Understand the science. Learn about the numerous health benefits of regular exercise and proper nutrition beyond appearance. Stay informed. Keep up to date with reliable sources on health and wellness to motivate and inform your journey. Number 7, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that everyone has ups and downs and that perfection is not the goal. Accept imperfections. This is a tough one, but embrace your body as it is, understanding that health and wellness are more important than meeting unrealistic standards. Number 8, reflect on your progress. Journaling. Keep a journal to track your progress, including how you feel physically and mentally. Celebrate milestones. Reward yourself for achieving milestones, no matter how small they seem. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can shift your mindset towards valuing health and vitality, leading to a more fulfilling and sustainable approach to wellness. Megan Tripp introduces Harmonizing the Body and Mind. A Harvard grad developed a tension relief exercise that works with both your mind and body. This was found at bostonmagazine.com. In an era where office work is synonymous with computer work, most of us spend at least 40 hours a week hunched over a keyboard. Over time, although you may not notice it or you just ignore it, the muscles in your shoulders and arms start to accumulate tension. Add mental stress into the mix, and before you know it, your tense shoulders and racing mind won't let you sleep at night. Harvard School of Public Health graduate Roman Torgovitsky has developed a holistic exercise system that combines deep tissue self-body work with meditation to relieve the emotional stress from the mind and physical stress from the body, all to ultimately help achieve that perfect night's rest. While studying for his graduate degree in sleep medicine at Harvard School of Public Health, Torgovitsky became interested in the connection between muscle tightness due to stress and sleep impairments. There are some methods in sleep medicine that try to work with muscles, but nobody really pays direct attention to the mechanical properties of the muscle tissues. With his background experience in martial arts and body work, a kind of stress-relieving massage therapy, Torgovitsky began to explore how breaking down muscle tension could help to reduce emotional and mental stress and therefore improve sleep. Once muscles tighten up from physical and psychological stress, he says, they squeeze on the blood vessels, which change the biochemistry of the blood. Then the muscles send signals to the brain that something is not right. Torgovitsky says that the signals are usually easy to ignore, and many of us habitually do so. But over time, more and more signals are sent to the brain, and the central nervous system begins to be overstimulated. And an overstimulated brain leads to difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. It's a good example of the connection between the mind and body, he says. Torgovitsky's soma tension relief system consists of multiple bodywork tools and meditation exercises that are designed to keep the body and mind in harmony, with the goal being a better night's sleep. When muscles become tight, he explains, all sorts of adhesions form between the different layers of connective tissues. His self-bodywork tools break down these adhesions and allow the muscles to move freely and without pain. The Soma system has 3 types of clients: the athlete, the patient, and the office worker. Athletes, with their intense repetitive movements, often experience muscle tension and can hurt themselves as a result. Patients suffering from muscular degenerative diseases like fibromyalgia, or people going through rehab from a previous injury, all benefit from the meditation and massage aspects of the Soma system. Additionally, patients can increase their range of motion through Soma system classes, much like yoga. The last type of client, the office worker, may sound the most familiar. Most of us fall into that category. People spend 8 to 10 hours a day behind a computer in bad posture, and their brain becomes agitated as a result. Torgovitsky implemented an office Soma program where he and his Soma trainers travel to offices around the city and create a space to conduct a class during the workday. People experience a tremendous release in the first 10 to 15 minutes of a class, he says. But if you want a long-lasting effect like yoga, you need to continue. You can find more information and videos of the workouts at their website, somasystem.com, or on their YouTube page. I missed the warning signs. I've spoken about my back issues before, but it bears repeating. Your core is so important. It's important to mobility and stability. Core strength, not focusing on a ripped six-pack, but protecting and aiding your spine, taking pressure off your hips, assisting your knees, and so much more. It's made up of 29 muscles in your abdomen, back, and pelvis that stabilize your trunk as your arms and legs move. Core strength is important for older people because it helps them maintain good posture, prevent injuries, and support everyday activities. But you can't wait till you're old to develop it, and it isn't a one and done, but requires ongoing maintenance. Sitting at a computer for prolonged periods is the worst. Don't miss the warning signs. Even if your smartwatch drives you nuts with the constant reminders to breathe and get up, do it. Knowing now that I need to build my core strength, but limited by not being able to bend, lift, or twist, is incredibly frustrating and a little terrifying. I'm beyond shoulda, coulda, woulda, and I'm aimed at rectifying the situation while passing on the warning to others. So look in the mirror today. Challenge the next thought that comes into your mind with, so what? What does that mean, and how does that contribute to my life? Then say, enough. From today forward, I'm going to make peace with my body. Celebrate that it's gotten me this far. Forgive my mind for its limited thinking. Praise my spirit for having patience with both, and make a pact to walk forward in harmony. We are a team. It takes all of us to find freedom. Creating mind and body harmony involves a holistic approach that integrates physical activity, mental well-being, nutrition, and mindfulness practices. So I'm going to leave you with these steps on how to achieve this kind of balance. Number 1, regular physical activity. I know, but exercise for health. Focus on exercise that promote overall well-being rather than just aesthetics. Incorporate a mix of cardiovascular strength, flexibility, and balance exercises. Aim for consistency. At least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity each week, along with muscle strengthening activities on 2 or more days a week. You don't have to join a gym. I'm not going to. I just have to do it at home and know I'm doing it for the right reasons. Number 2, mindfulness and mental health. meditation and yoga. I know, when you feel like you're running around with your head cut off, slowing down and coming into center is difficult, but do it. You can find tons of videos on meditation, yoga, tai chi. They can all help you reduce stress and improve concentration. Take mental breaks. Incorporate short breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge your mind. Number 3, nutrition and hydration. A balanced diet. Really, there's no secret here. Eat a variety of foods rich in essential nutrients, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Hello, you don't need to buy a crazy diet plan. Just eat normally. Don't know what normal is? Neither do I, but let's find it together. Hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to maintain optimal body functions. Thank you, Matt. He tells me this all the time. Anytime I'm not feeling good, he just says, drink more water. Maybe there is something to that. Sleep and recover. Quality sleep. Ensure you get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Good sleep is essential for both physical recovery and mental health. If you say, I just don't sleep much, and that's just the way it is, neither did my mom, that's not an excuse. Your goal is to find out what's preventing you from getting a good night's sleep. Have rest days. Allow your body time to recover between any kind of intense workouts. I don't know how many of those I'll have, but I'm going to keep it in mind. Number 5, mental and emotional well-being. Cultivate strong, supportive relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. Seek professional help when needed. Remember, therapy and counseling can provide tools to manage stress and emotional challenges. Number 6, goal setting and personal growth. This is important. Set realistic goals. Establish attainable health and fitness goals that focus on personal growth rather than comparison with others. Remember, it's all about continuous learning. Engage in activities that stimulate your mind, like reading, learning a new skill, or taking up a hobby. Number 7, positive mindset. You're not there yet? It's okay. Practice self-compassion and avoid negative self-talk. This is a great place to start. Recognize and celebrate your progress and your achievements. Incorporate gratitude practices into your daily routine to foster a positive outlook on life. You can do this by just waking up and saying thank you. Number 8, integration of practices. Take a holistic approach. Combine these practices into your daily routine in a way that feels natural and, most importantly, sustainable. Balance is key, and it's important to find what works best for you. By integrating these elements, you can create a harmonious connection between your mind and body, fostering long-term health and well-being. If you want to share encouragementology with a friend who needs to know they're not alone in this journey of self-discovery, you can visit encouragementology.com or anywhere you stream your content to receive this episode and all others. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for additional encouragement throughout the week. So I challenge you. Achieving mind and body harmony is all about embracing activities that make you feel energized and healthy, rather than just focusing on looks. Start today by setting goals that prioritize your overall well-being and celebrate every step you take towards a healthier, happier you. I know you can do it. Thank you for listening to Encouragementology with Kendall Boyson, where we find positive ways to handle some of life's challenges.
I stumbled through until the path was clear.